We both bring to the table different elements that we respect and we, want from each other with our own work. So it's really a true partnership.
The piece that we just completed at the Farnsworth titled "You Showed Me Love" is actually a quote from a Frank Ocean song, and that is kind of a nod to our first date. It was playing over the speakers there, and I don't know about you, but in that moment I was kind of like, oh, this person's gonna be here for a while.
Not only is the Farnsworth showing us love by inviting us to do this project, but then, they're showing love for the community is showing love for them.
The way that we kind of made our styles work together, she has things embedded within the quilt patterns and the designs, and I have statements and lettering, so it's all a nod back to that graffiti background. And the style I'm most known for is the gem style. You know it's coming.
It's a geometric breakdown using shadows and highlights to create movement.
That was almost a 10 out of 10.
It kind of is a battle of what story is being told, which is kind of interesting, especially when we land in the same spot. It's usually, I think, pretty dynamic in the end. So. Someone just said, oh, it must be so romantic. I was like, we have very different...
For real. It was romantic, when we first started dating, and it was like, ooh, we can do this together.
I'm most involved with the design process itself. And so a lot of the behind the scenes coordinating and figuring out colors and all of that.
Oh yeah, that could be purple.
I do them.
Color palette all comes from Rachel.
But then as soon as we're on site, Ryan and his team kind of jump in and kind of take over from that point, and I'm kind of there for moral support. We always felt kind of like the weird art kids, and we still are.
You. For a long time, I personally felt very overlooked being a Maine artist and not being included into these spaces. It is a chance for us to say something.
I sometimes think about if we had a piece tucked in the corner of the museum, what that impact would be versus literally painting the entire facade of it. It's such a mark on the town now that there's no denying that we're here.
Just being unapologetically ourselves is where I hope we have some sort of impact, especially for young kids of color that are coming into this world, being able to show that there is space for us and we can create space for us, and hopefully, they'll carry it forward.